Okay, what is it that inspires you most about teaching law?
Well, I think first of all, it's law students. Law students are very bright. They have to have done extremely well academically in order to get into law school. And secondly, they are definitely more extrovert as a group than other students. So they tend not to be afraid of speaking their minds. They tend not to be afraid of joining in. And I think therefore they're a more stimulating group to teach than many other groups I've appeared before in different circumstances. The other thing which I think is very satisfying is meeting students many years after they've graduated who said they found the classes one taught to be very valuable, they were stimulated by them, and it's led them in directions that they hadn't really expected to take.
So what have you learned from your students that you've taught or mentored over the years? And is there a particular incident that has really stuck in your mind of a student that you've mentored or an area that you've been involved in with students?
Well, the first thing I learned earlier on about law teaching is that the vital thing with law students is you cannot fake it. That is, if you don't know the answer, you state very plainly you don't know the answer, because they can sniff out a phony very, very quickly. They can sniff out an evasive answer. They can sniff out an answer where the person doesn't really know what he or she is talking about. So I think candor is the most important aspect of that in teaching, and you realize that students actually really appreciate it. You say, I don't know the answer, but I'll bring it for the beginning of the next class, and as long as you're willing to bring it, I think they very much appreciate that. Because I'm an academic, I do appreciate and admire students who've gone on and excelled in the academic world, and I think there are quite a large number of those. You mentioned about memorable students. One of them is my friend Laura Hoyano, who she still tells everyone I gave her a lowest grade in law school. It was still an exceptional grade, I should add, but she's taught at Oxford for about the last 15 years, and teaches, actually interesting enough, one of the subjects that I taught her in law school. So I find that very, very satisfying indeed.
Excellent.